Coming up, it's another action-packed committee week for Ipswich City Council as first-time councillors find their feet and begin to stretch their muscles. Councillors will be asked to approve the abolition of Saturday parking fees in Ipswich CBD for a 6-month trial and to trial a 15-minute grace period for metered parking during the week. And what will councillors decide on the thorny issue of public assets named after dismissed former and current councillors? It's Monday, June 22, 2020, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australians since 1999. At the time of recording this podcast, the General Purposes Committee has some 25 items listed for consideration on Tuesday, June 23. While a fair portion of the agenda is mostly routine, several items could cause debate and raise public interest. One of those is the 2020 interim report on Council from the State Government Queensland Audit Office. The QAO report identified 2 deficiencies and 1 new matter, but noted this was an improvement on previous years. This from the report. While there have been improvements made in payroll areas, the lack of relevant and useful reporting from the new SAP HR system continues to be a problem, as does the segregation of duties between payroll and HR functions. The Audit Office identified 2 new deficiencies. These were in relation to review of calculations for infrastructure notices and inaccurate delegations in relation to corporate credit card holders. There were 10 instances of employees being issued with a corporate credit card where that employee's position did not have any approved financial delegation. 2 of those instances have since had the appropriate delegations after the QAO made inquiries to Council. In other matters, the QAO has recommended a review of recruitment policies and procedures to mandate police checks as standard for all council positions. Council has not agreed entirely, flagging that it will carefully consider criminal history checks and introduce them for key or critical roles in Council. It's not unusual in this day and age for a police check to be part of a job application. Who in the community these days would object to police checks applying to every position in Council, regardless of the level or responsibility of the position? Other agenda highlights this week: the future form and shape of Ipswich Libraries, with yet another long-winded report to Council. Councillors do need to get on top of these issues, past and present, make a decision, and then stick to it. While under administration, Council adopted a new naming procedure to address the naming or renaming of all new and existing roads, private roads, parks, bridges and places. Under this current procedure, councillors' names are not acceptable. A new report to Council this week provides some background to those places named after current or former dismissed councillors. The officer's report only recommends that the contents be received and noted. Any changes to existing named infrastructure will fall directly on the current councillors to decide. Currently, Council has 12 appeals before the Planning and Environment Court. These are detailed in the General Purposes Committee papers available on Council's website. This is worth noting. For councillors to be across all the issues, this week's General Purposes Committee has in excess of 700 pages of reports and background papers to consider. That's a lot of reading. The next ordinary meeting of Council will be Tuesday, June 30 from 12:30 p.m, with a special budget meeting at 9:30 a.m. the same day. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australians since 1999. You can share this podcast from your favourite app, including iHeartRadio, or play Ipswich Today from your smart speaker. Suggestions are welcome for future interviews and topics. Just go to the Ipswich Today Facebook page and leave a message. Music is from Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thanks for listening.